feel bad leaving that there. Thanks.
We'll go ahead and continue our media availabilities tonight with our race winner, Ryan Blaney. If you have a question, please raise your hand and we will get a mic over to you. We'll start right here with John, and we'll go to Dustin, then to Bob, then to Jacob.
Joe Newby, Savage Ventures. I've got 2 questions for you. And the first one, just kind of, half joking. You don't do burnouts, so was this burnout because you finished a race at Daytona after some recent struggles here?
Yeah, maybe. I was fired up, man. Like, multiple reasons. Whenever you win at these speedways, pumps you up. And then the last 2 laps we had was pretty awesome. Like how we came from 14th or wherever we were up to get the lead. And I didn't know if we got it initially at first. And yeah, the burnout stuff's kind of fun, man. It's so cool to win here, and it was a big night. And also, I mainly did it for Advanced Auto Parts because that paint scheme at Speedways has been cursed. I've gotten right hooked with that scheme more times than I can count. And the CEO, Shane, told me, he's like, I think we've paid our dues with that paint scheme at Speedways. He's like, I got a really good feeling tonight. And it was super cool to pay that off and have him here and have their whole team here. So yeah, it was a big night. It was cool, just a lot of things kind of culminating, and I thought it deserved one.
Perfect. And then I'm glad that you brought up this last 2 laps because this package, not known for passing at super speedways. So I'm curious, how exactly did you manage to go, 13th to 1st in only 2 laps?
Yeah, it's just situational stuff. So on the restart, I was behind Cole, and I told Timmy to tell Cole Spotter, like, hey, if you want to jump to the 3rd lane, like I'm on board. You got a wingman. And I feel like we would drag other people up. And it was big to try to be the first guys up there, like before he gets log jammed. And he never went for a while. And so I never went because I'm like, I'm going to wait on Cole to go. Like if he wants to go, unless it's the last lap, then I'm going to jump up there and just see what happens. But it just kind of worked out in a way of the top opened in the tri-oval, and we got hooked up at that same time to where like we had great speed through 1 and 2, and then got hooked up at the perfect time down the backstretch. I think it was on the coming to the white, got hooked up great down the backstretch, and then we were really in the ball game, and got him clear, and Justin blocked the top, which he should have, and then he blocked Cole all the way down, and now I'm like, well, I'm leading the top now, and Daniel gave me a good push and was able to kind of play the middle top lane to sneak it out. So just the situation, it just kind of worked. Like we took a big run to the top, and it was open, and no one blocked it, and we were able to just carry a big speed. And I thought our cars were really fast. Like I thought the Fords were super fast, and it's nice it was able to show it a little bit there at the end.
We'll go to Dustin and then to Bob.
Dustin Lamino, J-Ski. Ryan, in the process, because of the win, the 5 bonus points, but you also essentially gained 9 playoff points tonight by moving up in the standings. So how impressive is it to finish second in points despite all the troubles this year with the 7 DNFs?
I think it just speaks volumes to how good we've been when we have finished races. Obviously, you don't want to have that many DNFs on the card, and let's say half those DNFs we had a good shot of winning the race, and or at least running like top 5. And I think it just shows that we've been running good through the races and the stages and stuff like that, and just maybe not have gotten the finishes that we deserve. And but we really just powered through it, right, and just go on to next week. And this group's been really, really good all year, to be honest with you. And just had a little bit of misfortune, and which you're going to have that in racing. But it's been nice to have. Been nice to have the last month and a half kind of be just smooth, and for us to finish where I feel like we should finish, like just have those normal race days and just work through the day. So hopefully that just continues, but I'm really happy where we're at, and I think it just speaks volumes that we could be, P2 in points, and have kind of the DNFs and stuff like that through the regular season. I think it really speaks of how good this team is, and hopefully we can show it over the next 10 weeks. Thanks.
Go to Bob, then Jacob.
Bob Pockris, Fox Sports. Alex Bowman says he owes you 7 million beers.
Oh, I'll take 5 million. Save him some money. I'll take 5 million. But yeah, someone told me that he got in because I won, right? Like if the 41, the 7, 99 would have won, he would have been out.
4 cars.
Really? Well, I'll take that offer. I do need a refill if he's still here. I can start with 1.
Are you, when you're racing against guys who need a win to get in, do you feel like, are they racing either ultra aggressively, and are you surprised at all that you were able to make the moves and nobody just blocked you or just said, I'm putting my season on the line?
Honestly, I didn't see like any massive block. Right, I was in the media center yesterday and kind of explained my thoughts on bad blocks and the situations, and I didn't really see that tonight. Like maybe I missed some, if it did happen, but I didn't see those guys that maybe have to win, like them throw just massive blocks. I mean, the biggest one I saw tonight was probably Justin Haley on Cole, but like I thought that was fine. Like it is what it is. Like it didn't cause a wreck. They got through it and it cleared the way for me. But yeah, I thought they raced really smart and well and didn't throw their cars in any foolish situations. I thought everyone did a great job of just having a great race, but also, keeping it clean as well. So I think props to everybody where you didn't have a guy that needed to win. That was just an absolute hammer out there. They were really, really respectful of everybody else, and it was a good race.
We'll go to Jacob, then Matt.
Jacob Seelman, Raceface Digital. Ryan, you not only were you the last Ford winner in the Cup Series before tonight, but you snapped that 11-race long summer dry spell for not Penske and for Ford. How needed was this win? Maybe not from a pure speed standpoint. You said you've been fast, but just as a shot in the arm at the right time.
Yeah, I think it's big. Yeah, for sure. I think you explained it perfectly, right? Like it's been a little bit of a dry spell for Fords, and it's nice to get back in victory lane and do it at a place like this. I thought it's really fun, and our cars have always been really, really fast here. They do a great job of building the cars we need to be fast, and it's just, I feel like it's always a matter of getting to the end with our cars, whether it's our bunch or RFK and front row and stuff. And I feel like we always have a good game plan of working together, but half of us get wiped out, and we lost Austin early in that wreck. So we were kind of down to me and Joey and Josh and then whoever we could grab. But yeah, it was big to get one for those folks and Roush Yates. Really important to do it, and good momentum for next week, and we'll see. But hopefully we can keep getting some forwards in victory lane.
We'll go to Matt, and then over here to the right to Chris.
Matt Weaver, Motorsport. I'm curious. I recognize that comparing anyone to Earnhardt at Daytona is probably sacrilegious, but is there a part of you that felt a little Dale Earnhardt at the end of that 13 to first run? No. Not remotely?
No.
But to take it a step further, a lot of
Further?
I know. I'm going to try till I get something. But a lot of people have made that comparison, and a lot of people say, regardless of it being a direct, Ryan Dell thing, that you're very, very good at this, and the stats reflect that. And even though sometimes crashes or whatever don't show that, do you feel like you're one of the best at doing this? Can you give yourself credit on that front, that you feel like you're one of the elite at super speedways?
I think, yeah, I feel like I do a decent job. I feel like it comes from, I got to learn from a couple great guys, like watching Joey and Brad when I got to Penske and just being around them and following them, and got to see that for years. And I just was able to soak up all that information, like how they kind of went about it and picked their brain. And then I was able to kind of turn it around and apply it to my racing as I got a little bit more comfortable and experienced in it. And I just try to be like patient. It's easy to get impatient in this deal, in the Daytona, Talladega things. I got to take this run right now, and to where like sometimes you just have to let it play out, and see what happens. And I try to be that way. I try to be just like patient and disciplined and in it for the long haul. And that's what we were tonight. Like I tried a couple moves that were, kind of long shots and they didn't work, and I just kind of settled in and I said, well, I'll be patient and try to wait for an opportunity, and one came, and just fortunately that it worked out for us. But I had a couple good teachers, but I do feel like I try to do a decent job at this. I work really hard at it with me and Timmy and trying to figure out what spots to be in, and like I said, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It's just I just try not to cause any big wrecks. That's the biggest thing.
Thanks for humoring me.
Yeah. Thank you. You made me laugh.
We'll go to Chris, then to Holly and Nate.
Hey, Ryan. Chris Gollum with NewsDaytonaBeach.com. So I spoke a little bit with Chris Buescher and Kyle Larson about what they were and weren't able to do based on whether they had teammates nearby them. I saw Josh Berry finished in the top 10, but you didn't really have any teammates with you when you were able to make those moves there. So how do you think you were able to be so much more effective without any direct help on the last lap there versus the other drivers who kind of were having some issues without a teammate?
I mean, kind of like what I said before, like just in the situation, it worked out for me to where I had Cole in front of me, forward, and then it lined up to where Suarez was behind me on the top. And I know Suarez is going to go forward, right? He's got to win. So I felt pretty good about the help behind me as well. So it lined up well, and Cole knew I was committed to him. I told him under caution, like, I'm going to be committed to you. Try to get to the front. Wherever you go, I'm going to try to help. And so I knew that we would drag a lot of people along. But and then a lot of time in those situations, like, you have nowhere to go. Like, you're kind of forced to help that guy. Like, when Cole and Justin, went down the backstretch and they kind of faded to the bottom blocking, like, Daniel's three wide top. He has nowhere to go but push me, so I just kind of picked the momentum lane. So, it just worked out to where everyone decided, we're going to line up and try to push forward, and just didn't really happen to be teammates, but at least I was able to help Cole get up there too and at least give one of us a shot.
Thanks, Ryan.
We'll go to Holly, then Nate, then Steven, then Wyatt.
Holly Kane with the NASCAR Wire Service. You are the first pole sitter to win here since 2015 to win a race at Daytona, so that says a lot. And kind of along the lines of what you were just talking about, how confident were you, though, that you were going to be able to get back out front? Because you led all of your laps way, way earlier in the race.
Yeah, I mean, we just the way the strategy played out, kind of forced our hand a little bit of, starting on the pole, having to run really hard in the first stage, because you can run the whole thing, trying to get a bunch of stage points to win the stage, so I'm burning a lot of gas trying to stay up there. Where other guys, halfway through the pack can save, and there was a couple cautions to where guys pitted in the first stage, and we stayed out because we're racing for points, right, with the 9 and the 5 and the 11. And, so we had to take a lot of gas in stage 2, or the stage 1 caution, which set us back. And then Jonathan just made the call, like, just save as much gas as you can. So I kind of just rode around the back and really, really became a hybrid back there, and trying to benefit us for the green flag stop and jump a lot of guys in the green flag stop, and we didn't get the green flag stop. But we were able to stay out the whole run in stage 2. Like, I never pitted in stage 2 because I was able to save a lot on the front end. And then kind of our same strategy was in stage 3 because we didn't pit in stage 2, so we had to take a bunch of gas. So we were in the back, and that was my strategy, was just take less gas at the green flag stop. Didn't get it. But it allowed us to go harder earlier than others and kind of establish ourselves a little bit, and to where we could then position ourselves for what happened, essentially. So Jonathan just did a good job of understanding the situation and what we need to do, and strategically, like, how do we get back to the front? So
We'll go to Nate, then to Steven, then to Wyatt.
Ryan, have you watched the replay yet? And do you intend to watch it many, many times?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to watching it. I bet it's pretty cool. Yeah, I mean, I have a unique view of it, but I can't see what's all around me. So I'm excited to see it from a bird's eye view.
Okay. And I'm watching your in-car here. I've watched it like several times. And as I hear you talk about it, I mean, it almost feels like you're downplaying it a little bit, going, us mere mortals who don't drive cars at 200 plus miles an hour on a track where you can't pass, to go from 13th to 2nd in 2 laps seems pretty impressive, but you're saying, it's situational. Is it partially because like it's almost like it's not really the moves you make, it's the moves everybody else makes kind of like set you up for it? Is that sort of what
A lot of things go into it. Like, I can't do it by myself, right? Like, it wasn't me out there making those, like, I didn't just turn left and pass everybody by myself, right? It's, you have to wait, which I think the big thing is what's, makes a good speedway racer to me, or at least that I try to keep in my head, is you have to be ready for the opportunity to go, like, to make the move, make the big move. And I try to be patient for that opportunity. Like, and if it doesn't come, it doesn't come. And that's what it is, Never came, whatever. But I tried to just wait on it. And the opportunity was, Cole and I having a big run down the front. The bottom lanes kind of checked for a little second, and he took it, and we both took the momentum. So, like, and you have no time to think about that stuff. Like, it's bang, bang, play. Like, you better just go with whatever your gut says. And that was our opportunity to do it. Like, if he wouldn't have done that, I don't know if we would have got there, honestly. Yeah. So it just kind of worked to where he and I were on the same page of we kind of just moved up together, and we were able to carry all the momentum. So it's, like I said, man, it's all situational, and you go with your gut on a lot of things, and I make a lot of bad decisions too out there. But this one tonight just happened to work out.
We'll go to Steven.
Steven Stump, frontstretch.com. Ryan, it seems like Daytona, Talladega, you always have the flair for the dramatic and winning. I think your four wins under green have a combined margin of victory of like 6/100ths of a second.
Cool.
Obviously, there's still so much you haven't seen of what happened around you. But where does this one rank among the ones you've won so far?
Yeah, I heard we were 4 wide. I didn't know that at the time. I had no idea. Thought we were 3. But I don't know. Been really fortunate, to win here once in 21 and a few times at Talladega. And tonight I think was super exciting to me because we came from where we did like in 2 laps, right? Everything just like clicked right away, and it all kind of is a blur, right? And so yeah, been fortunate at these places. I've also been very unfortunate. I mean, that's just what you're going to get at these places, but I've tried not to let it bother me when you are unfortunate here. Like, it just is what it is. I got wrecked and move on. But it definitely ranks up there. It's cool. And to have my folks here too was pretty fun.
Go to Wyatt.
Wyatt Thompson with UNF Spinnaker Radio. Ryan, congratulations on the win at Daytona. This is Team Penske's 6th win at Daytona, and I just kind of want to know what it means for you.
Yeah, it's awesome. It was great to have RP here. Walter, everybody. It's always great to have RP around and Walt, and to see them victory lane, celebrate with them. It's always fun. So, it means a lot. Every time you can be successful for Roger, and that's all you want to do, and that's all I want to do, at least. And to have him out and celebrate with him in victory lane, this makes my day, and I was happy we could deliver something fun for him tonight, and hopefully the IndyCar boys, he's heading up to Milwaukee tomorrow, so hopefully the IndyCar boys can do the same thing.
Are there any final questions for Ryan? We'll take one last one with Scotty.
Scotty Sprinkle, Race Face Digital. It seemed like, Hassler said that there was still a lot of fuel savings, so handling wasn't too big, but it looked like, it played more of a factor, especially at the end of the race. Being able to drive from 13th to first and last 2 laps from the driver's seat. Did you feel like it was just a little more racy throughout the pack, that you could make passes a little bit more, and did it seem like handling on your car mattered for those last 8 laps?
Yeah, maybe a little bit. I thought my car handled really good, but I thought I had great pace. Like, I thought I had just good speed in my car. Like when Joey and I were controlling the race early in stage 1, like I could really run the middle well, and we could kind of keep lanes at bay with he and I working together. And I handled pretty good, but I'd say I didn't handle fantastic, but like I was fine with it because our car was fast enough, and I just like, I'll just take, I'll just handle how I need to handle. Like, it's fine if I'm a little tight here and I'm free here getting pushed. Like, I'll deal with it as long as our car's fast. But Yeah, I don't know. Some cars I saw out there were really out of control. Like off of 4, you get those situations of guys getting tight off 4 on the bottom and squirrely, and it checks the lanes up. And I didn't ever feel like I really had to really have a big moment off of turn 4, which is a huge advantage. So I think we had a good combination of raw speed and handled better than most as well, which I feel like we do a good job at these places with how we prepare our cars.
And I lied. We have one more question right here for Med.
Yeah, no
Edgar, Edgar Thompson, Orlando Sentinel. You mentioned your folks. They don't come to. How often they come to races?
Yeah, Mom and Dad, they haven't been at as many this year as maybe they have been in the past. Dad's been busy. But yeah, they'll come to probably a third of the races through the year. So it's just, I can't believe they come here because Dad hates Speedway racing. He hates watching it. Okay. Absolutely despises it. My mom's a nervous wreck the whole time. I'm like, just stay home. Like, but they just pace and pace and pace. And, but it's fortunate that we were able to pull one out tonight. So it was fun to see him in victory lane.
Why does he hate it? Just because it's so perilous?
Big wrecks.
Yeah.
Hates seeing me wreck. Okay. So as any parent would. Sure. Yeah.
All right, Ryan. Congratulations. Thank you for your time
thank
tonight.
you.